some confusion. We talked about defense for Michigan State.
Hill throws to Kurtz.
Ty Detmer is now the quarterback coach and offensive coordinator after a start in the high school ranks in Texas as a coach.
Jamal Williams coming off a 286-yard.
The top 10 defensive linemen from last year are not playing today for Michigan State.
Yeah, two of those guys. Michigan State showing a 5-man front. Williams throwback to Hill. Taysom Hill unloads, and it's underthrown. Flags all over the place. 10th. And they've added to that total here. Williams.
A little more power up front with their run blocking.
Williams again. Dance past one tackler.
This looks a little easy.
Hill with plenty of time. Open receiver and just off the fingertips. Schoaf was able to get off the field under his own power. Kurtz with the catch. He was maybe the best runner in the country. Under pressure here. Can't get away. Throws. Hill throws underneath. That's going to be short. Michigan State from its 28-yard line. First play, complete pass.
Instead of transferring, O'Connor hung in there, and things haven't quite gone his way his senior year. Well defended. BYU has some injury issues of their own.
The Spartans between this year and last favors last year.
They still have plenty of talent here.
O'Connor with plenty of time in the packet. Throws complete. Got his tight end, Josiah Price.
Good catch.
Price has had an exceptional career here. This one is caught out of bounds.
I don't believe for out of bounds. So, in my opinion, a flag should have been thrown there.
3rd and 11. Out in the flat to Holmes. Holmes gets away from the first tackler. O'Connor throwing on the run. He's got enough for a first down.
It's watching him on film. This is not all him.
Holmes.
But what Mark Antonio has done is.
Holmes again. Holmes down the eye with a fullback in front of him. Trying to get that yardage. Still struggling. We talked about those Brigham Young injuries. Pau is a tremendous loss for them. 3-time team captain when he played. Holmes again. Blockers in front, inside the 5, goal line, touchdown.
They're better than they've played. They just have to be.
Williams off the right side. He's certainly adding to that now. Taysom Hill against the blitz. Pressure coming. Taysom Hill hangs in there. Ball wobbles and just off the fingertip.
The control of games and how dominant you were or not.
L.J. Scott in the tailback for the first time. O'Connor can't find anybody.
A coach of, or excuse me, a son of a high school Texas coach.
Start of the second quarter. The Cougars 2nd down. Taysom Hill with plenty of time, throws sidearm. And a couple of years ago, he was still one of the most dynamic players in college football. Here goes Williams. He'll pick up a couple.
He still has a little pop in his step. Not quite what it was. And hey.
Hill with plenty of time. Floats that one complete.
Because of a targeting in the first half, or second half against Indiana, will play in the second half.
Get here. Canada continues to be the running back. Hill sits in the pocket. Nice throw for a first down. Williams is back in on first down. They fake it to him. Hill throws and dropped. Right you are. Williams still on his feet. Inside the 5. Still driving.
Where you can use him.
They need less than a yard. Brown. Boy, he's slowed up. They start from just outside the 2. Nice hole for Holmes up the middle.
Came over to offense. Little play.
Holmes again. Dances his way through. Then breaks clear over the 15, 20, 23-yard line. The tight end is the motion man. Holmes again.
5,000 times. Ohio State, when they were really at their best under Jim Tressel, get one more guy because there's so much power in the middle for you to defend. That well defended that time.
Holmes this time hit behind the line of scrimmage and tossed back.
Kafusi's dad, Steve, is the defensive line coach, the only holdover from the Mendenhall staff. And that was a great job, I would guess.
Blitz coming. Taysom Hill hangs in there and throws a strike. Treneman, it seems at least. Williams, boy, hit immediately. Have muscle memory. Hill with plenty of time. Now he takes off. Taysom Hill, 3rd and 9. Will Michigan bring pressure? Yes, they will. Hill hangs in there, and it forced him. Michigan State takes over at their 5. Scott, the tailback on this series. And Scott gets 5.
It's different than that.
Scott. 3rd and 2. Scott again runs into his own man.
Watch him on this play as the guard comes down, Beadle, and he just stuffs Beadle.
And BYU do anything.
If things start going the wrong way, do you think about a timeout to save some time for your offense if it looks like you're going to get the ball back?
Taysom Hill trying to get him himself. Williams up the middle, dives for Williams. BYU still has one timeout left. Blitz coming. Hill throws underneath. Hill with time underneath, got it to Treneman. Complete short. They'll kill it. 13 seconds on the clock. Only 3-men rush. Hill. Taysom Hill has the first down, so the clock will stop.
They should be able to do this.
Boy, they did a great job. And he's got it.
Some conservative play calling, which, like I said, I'm not totally against at this point for Michigan State.
There's the first passing yard since the first quarter. End around to Shelton. Scare the daylights out of the opposition yet. Little option look. Holmes hit in the backfield. 3rd and 6 for O'Connor. Blitz coming. They pick it up, and now O'Connor can't find anybody, and he's sacked. And it's Tautu again.
He went on to play for a long time in the NFL, but Mark was a great runner who became a pocket passer because of a leg injury.
Boy, nice catch by Brown, the fullback.
Targeting last week in the second half against Indiana.
Tremendous quickness at 6'6", 276, and there he is, Jamal Williams. Pressure coming. Hill steps up, dumps it underneath to Kurtz. Kurtz, first down and more to midfield. He is a big target on the outside. Williams lowers his pads.
It's not perfect all the time, but it's getting close to it. He's put in some real work.
Hill takes off. Doesn't slide.
Moves on next year. Did a fine job last year in his
Threw
stead.
for almost 3,400 yards.
That looks really good in the pocket.
Canada in at tailback. Hill throws to the outside. Complete to Colby Pearson.
Package for BYU.
Taysom Hill will follow Brown.
This is not a first down if not for what you were just talking about. I mean, this is
obviously been big time in the second half so far. Williams back in
on that line, and he really stood out even as a true freshman 3 years ago.
The only returning starter. Hill down the middle, overthrows. Fifth-year senior, a lot of fifth-year seniors on this ball club. Hill on the keeper. Stiff arm.
But he's got the toughness, and he's got a little Leonard Fournette in him there.
Williams. Hill. Williams in front of him. Cuts it back and dives near the 3. Hill looks to the end zone, throws, touchdown. Michigan State back on offense.
And of course, that worked out pretty well.
Worked out pretty well, yes.
And for Alabama.
Madre London in there, the 3rd tailback to play. O'Connor in trouble, and they got him. Well, they might have thought there was offsides.
Well, you know, I saw it before the snap. I didn't know that the guy was clearly in the. That's a first-time deal they're trying to solve you, but you're playing teams that have seen you 2, 3, 4 times, same personnel, same schemes, and meaning different positions for different guys as much or more than anything.
Williams again, nice hole this time. Little pass underneath.
Really impressive group of coaches he put together.
Hill with a short set, throws quickly to Treneman. The field here at Spartan Stadium, and that was for Mylan Hicks. Hill, boy, great job.
A lot of times the meat is in front of you.
Canada back in there at tailback. Has some quickness, doesn't he?
Watch the mash that happens here on the left side. And that's Malik McDowell. What McDowell will do sometimes is he'll jump out of his gap. He looked as impressive to me as Williams in his record-setting performance.
Big hole for him again. Whew. Canada, nice stutter step.
Quite a different season for Michigan State than last year.
Williams is back in. Taysom Hill fakes to him and throws for the end zone, overthrown.
Guy that they cross-train here at Michigan State like we've been talking about.
Williams.
Ooh, he runs hard. Yeah. A sort of drop-back throw here.
Third call at 5. Williams on the swing. Lost his footing. Got it back and dives to the 13-yard line. Huge play. Fake to Williams. Hill looking, throws, and got the fullback. Is it a catch?
Let's see if he catches this through the catch.
Sure did.
He had made a football move with the ball. Good job by Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill on the keeper, touchdown.
Pass game was not all his fault. And now you get a
fumbles to snap.
Maybe get a little more quarterback run with Terry in.
Pressure coming.
Shot.
Michigan State needs 2 scores. Little option action to home. BYU shows blitz and they come. That's a complete pass to the 42.
Looks like a run play. I just don't know with BYU's offense you're going to get many more chances.
Clock continues to run. We're down to 10:15. Terry throws underneath. That one's complete. Terry, as they chant his name in the background, throws underneath and has it picked off by Michael Davis. Davis down the sideline. Did he stay in bounds? No, finally out of bounds. This interception puts BYU in the driver's seat, doesn't it?
It sure does. And just a little bit of a late throw to the inside. Great job by Michael Davis. And I was saying this isn't 2015. It's pretty explanatory as to why. And they kind of held their own. It's the offensive side that's just not clicking for the Spartans at the moment.
Canada. Boy, he's shown a burst. Drives inside the 15, still on his feet.
Good use of the play clock here.
Williams back in. Williams, touchdown.
Fun year. You know, they don't have the record they want, but they're starting to play pretty well after a really amazing win last week.
4-man rush. Terry hangs in the pocket, throws in the flat to Holmes. Made one man miss. That was a beautiful move. The clock, the biggest enemy now. Terry on the action.
In the third quarter. This was a very tight ball game.
Terry, nice touch there.
What's been going on, but Damian Terry, I think, does.
Terry on 2nd and 10, pressured. Cuts it up inside.
I'd be shocked next week if there's not an open competition at this position.
Little swing to Holmes.
And Connor Cook. So maybe it ends up being a two-man rotation.
Terry for the end zone. A lot of contact there. There's the flag. Terry. Denied.
There's the clock.
Holmes. Did he get in with second effort? No, they're going to mark him short. 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeper. Brigham Young's job, get a first down. Williams didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Anything else in the day of sports. 2nd and 9. Williams breaks the tackle, gets outside.
Again, you're just shortening the clock even more.
Taysom Hill slipped a tackle and has a first down. What a move by Hill.
And for the first time, and they are 0-3 at home now. Competing against teams like Ohio State for players, he's done a magnificent job.
Williams up the middle. Out of bounds at the 2 for Williams after he went for 268 last week.
And watch his eyes look up at the screen right here, and he's going to see Nicholson behind him, and that's why he made the cut.
Isn't that terrific?
As I'm watching him, I could see Nicholson tracking him. So I think you're right.
Williams stretches.
Is the way it's going to happen.
Williams into the end zone, touchdown. And they certainly have that Polynesian connection going where they get a lot of linemen. Terry under pressure as they came with the blitz.
They will not break that rule, and that's been a problem for them with the Pac-12. But I think that while it is, a lot of fans showed up here to Michigan State to support this team. The top 10 or top 15 team to do a home and home. I do think that would be tough.
4th and 12. Terry takes off and is going to be brought down shot.